Hey everybody, 3KO Games here. I'm setting up my war defense and I thought I'd make a quick video because two reasons. One, we are debuting a brand new war type. It is the Cloverfield War. That means that all heroes have a chance to be lucky and cast the special skill 2 times in a row when activated. Exactly what are the chances? According to the forum, on the attacking side, on the offensive side, 35% chance to cast that special skill twice. On the defense side, 25% chance every time you cast your special skill that it's going to go off again. So there's that. The other reason that I want to just make a quick video is because, hey, hello to the crew jesters. We've faced you once before, and I have to say I love being able to communicate with the wonderful alliance that is the crew jesters, especially our friend Psychrosis, and Mr. Chief is in here, and McNulty is in here. We are having a great time in the content creators line group, and if you are not following them all on YouTube, what are you doing with your life? It's going to be fun to both debut a new war type and do some hits against some friends of mine. So I will definitely make sure that I'm recording my war hits. Wasn't able to do that over the weekend, but no matter what, even if I have to do it without sound, I'll talk about it later. So anyway, Cloverfield, what does that mean? Here's kind of my stock defense, and I like this defense because it works for most things that aren't Rush. And even Vivica and Lemonwood work pretty well for Rush anyway. Darkfeather works in Equalizer because even though his hits go away, the growth sticks around. Scoria has that Wither, and that sticks around. And then Poppet with Equalizer, that works. And these are just some of my strongest heroes. So in some ways, they're going to work okay. Talk about some other perspectives that you might have. First of all, I think I'm happy bringing Darkfeather in because if he goes off twice, one, we're now going to recover 50% health for all allies, which is just fine. There's also a chance that we're taking boosted health away from all enemies a couple times. Or no, that's the family, not the passive, excuse me. There's also the chance that we get negative accuracy, and there's the chance to deal damage to all the enemies. So there's all that. But I think the biggest thing here is that 180 attack, 180 defense is pretty nice, but 360 is even better here. So your Goblin heroes doubling up on the growth and Wither could be really, really pretty nice in this war type. The chance to deal extra damage to a random enemy is nice. That's not going to do anything that he's hitting twice, right? So that's fine. Somebody like Poppet is going to be pretty great in this because anybody who gives defense down, you're just going to hit him again. Now, what's nice about him ordinarily is that the defense down happens before the hit, which is exactly what you want. But if you have another hero that does defense down after the hit, if they hit twice, that second hit is actually going to take advantage of the defense down. Luckily, his happens right away. Who's not going to be terribly useful if they go off twice is Vivica, because that's a huge heal and it cleanses, and then that's that. I suppose if you have a healing ailment, it could cleanse and then heal again. But I might keep Vivica in there anyway, just because she's so strong. I'm not sure. Scoria, anybody with Wither, all enemies get negative 350 attack. If that happens twice, that'd be great. Even if there are some Garrison Guard heroes going up against him, until that passive hits, we still have negative 700 attack if he goes off twice. Sounds fine. And now, if it hits all, if the highest remaining HP enemy changes between the first hit and the second hit, you might be able to silence 2 for 3 turns, which is pretty nice. Lemonwood, I think about it 2 ways. One, if Lemonwood is successful, then a second hit from Lemonwood is not going to do much. If Lemonwood just really reduces everybody's mana down below 30%, another turn is like, oh, well, that doesn't really do anything. But how many times do you play with Lemonwood and he hits the second character with like no mana? It's like, oh. So then a second shot at that could actually make him go off in the right order. I think it's maybe still worth a chance, because if he goes off once, well, that's still worth it. Or if he goes off twice and the second time actually goes off well, that's pretty good too. Other people I might consider, and you might consider, I put some people here in some of my high teams. I have not really used Chikao yet. Limit broken, but not up to 85. What I love about this hero is, so you silence the edges, and they get plus 60% increased damage while sleeping. So you hit them twice, and that second time they're getting increased damage, and they'll be asleep again. Pretty nice. Could work well in this Cloverfield war. Somebody like June, or just any of the Toon heroes, sniping twice against the same target, could just get rid of them. So I thought about maybe just taking Vivica out, putting Darkfeather in as tank, and then just June. But is that strong enough? Is that enough heal? I'm not sure. Cleopatra is a booster as well as a recoverer, just because of her passive. I don't really have a whole lot of boosted health heroes. They all just are straight up recovery. I mean, I think Leidenbrock, but I don't have that costume. I'm not going to really bring her into a war. But with this boost health of all allies by 10%, and with her costume, it's 100% that is going to happen. Hey, you're going to get a boost of 20% past wherever you recover here. That's pretty nice. Obviously, some other Season 5 heroes with all that long list of passives, and they get a chance to activate twice. That'll be pretty sweet. Who else do I have in here? Oh, Domitia is my other big hitting Toon, and that's just, again, nice to do double damage if possible. I also brought in some Fiend Makers, because why not? If you can do double the Fiends and steal double of the mana from 3, that's great. Or with Brimstone, you're going to give them the Fiend after the hit, but then the Fiend gives defense down against fire, and then you hit again. That's going to be really, really helpful. Plus, they have double Fiends. That's going to take 2 mega heals to get rid of. So Brimstone could be another option. He's just a little bit older and is just not quite as strong as the other heroes that I have in this lineup. Certainly not quite as strong, I don't think, as Scoria. Hammer Clang, just another person I might use on an attack team, because hits, then all enemies get increased damage received. So hit again, great. So I was watching videos by General J and by Psychrosis, both really, really helpful in thinking about this. And I think my perspective is maybe a combination of the two. General J really had a long list of what types of heroes could work well, and I've thought about that a lot. But then Psychrosis points out that, like, hey, if you're bringing in the right type of hero and taking somebody else out, but that somebody else is just a stronger hero anyway, maybe that's not the right move. When it comes down to it, you have a 25% chance to go off twice. You can't really control it. So after all is said and done, everybody but Vivica in my kind of standard defense, I'm pretty happy with in this Cloverfield battle. And because Vivica's just still so strong as my tank, really my strongest tank option, I think I'm just going to leave it right there. But if you have other thoughts, tell me quickly, because the war starts, overnight here. I don't have time to like double limit break anybody who's not double limit broken already. But if you feel strongly, oh no, you should definitely do blah, 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 let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to posting a video about Cloverfield and about our hits against the crew jesters sometime tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the video, and we'll see you next time.